What's up, YouTube? It's your Huckleberry here, back with a series of videos for you guys. I went down this Tupac rabbit hole about a week ago, recorded these videos, went through and edited them. I didn't anticipate even doing this. I just found like one video. I was like, oh, let me look into this. And it turns out there's a lot of new stuff coming out about Pac, and it just blew my mind. So I put this series of videos together that I hope you guys really enjoy. I found this video, it was involving the murder weapons. And how come they say it found the murder weapons and some of the theories about the murder weapons and whatnot. Sounds like it's from a podcast involving Reginald Wright, somebody that was supposedly involved, and it just is interesting to me about this murder weapon and or weapons and what may have happened to them. I know there's a lot of people out there that love Tupac and would love to hear some of this information that I kind of gathered up and I put into this series of videos. So without further ado, enjoy the video. Give me some likes down below, guys. I really would appreciate it. I worked really hard on trying to get this stuff up and going for you. So let's do it.
Okay, well, let's talk about these two guns, right? So,
Okay.
two people saying that they have found the murder weapon of Tupac Shakur, right?
Yeah.
You had
Okay. Which none of them is
Brennan,
true, but go ahead.
you had Brennan who searched the
Yeah.
house in Compton, and he
Correct.
claimed that he found the gun.
No, I'm not sure who's talking right now, but it sounds like it was like a radio interview or something, maybe on a podcast.
Well,
Brennan, who
no,
worked, didn't he
that ain't
work
what
for your
happened.
dad?
That ain't what happened, sir. What happened was it was supposed to have been a dog or something like that. Supposed to brought a gun, and Corey Edwards' dad called them and turned over the gun to the police because the dog dug it up in the backyard. Is what I heard.
Well,
And they
he
tested that.
and it
At first
wasn't it.
they thought it was, but then they did more testing and they found out it wasn't.
Well, no, he said that it was before he even sent it to Vegas for the test,
He
right?
sent it to another lab, and one lab said yes, and then the other one said no.
Okay, well, he was all on the news saying it was before it was clarified that it wasn't. Then that other gun, which obviously Evan Hackey and the murder weapon isn't
Okay,
relevant.
go ahead, go ahead. I
So
answered
the
it. I told
second
her
gun,
you got the information wrong.
so
I'm sure anybody that knows this case know what I reported about the dog finding is accurate. I bet you
well,
Discretion TV know that.
all I know is Brennan claimed that he found the weapon in a
He
search of
did.
a house,
Okay.
found the murder weapon, and bragged about it, and it later turned out not to be the murder weapon.
It,
The second murder
Discretion
weapon,
TV. Is he reading it wrong or not? Is he reading it wrong or not?
What's the,
About the gun. Did you ever
is
hear
he
the
reading
story
what
that it was
wrong?
found in the backyard by a dog or dug up by a dog, and then the
Yes.
girl's mother called or father called, they went there and then they searched the gun or checked the gun. Did you ever hear that story or did you hear how he's reporting it?
I heard the story about the dog
Okay,
and
thank
the
you.
girl calling. I heard that
Yeah,
story.
the father.
But I don't believe it.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
just
believe it.
telling. Okay, I got you. But I'm just
I
okay.
okay, why did Kevin Hackey said that he feared that the death?
Well, that's interesting right here. This suspected link between Pac and Biggie, same people involved in both crimes. That seems pretty logical. You know, they were capped within like a year of each other. The biggest link I could see would be Puffy. We already know Puffy's a jacked up individual, but Pac and Biggie both wanted to leave their labels. Pac wanted out of Death Row, and Biggie wanted out of Bad Boy. So there was a lot of money to be made off of that East-West rap feud. So if both of them would have exited, that could have been a big hit in the pocket to both Suge and Puffy. Anyway, let's keep going.
Afro, the police, and all of this after was threatened by you. That's why he didn't want to testify
Cause y'all
anymore.
niggas didn't know me in the '90s, cause I was like that.
Okay, so Kevin Hackey was
I never
working for that.
denied that I wasn't.
I don't know what's going on here, but this is the University of Georgia logo. That's my alma mater. Founded in 1785. There's the arches right there, which is found out on the street. So I'm not sure what's going on with this video and the relation to University of Georgia and Pac. I would have been in school at this point at UGA when he got shot. So I don't remember Pac ever coming through for a concert or anything.
Eye for an eye.
Okay, so Kevin Hackey was working for the ATF as well as the
He wasn't
FBI.
working. He wasn't working. He was
He
an
was
informant. There's a big difference.
All right, well that's Pac right there. I mean I can't tell you that this is on UGA campus or anything or in downtown Athens because it's pretty zoomed in. I can't really see any landmarks in the background, but it's quite curious to me what that UGA logo was doing on this video.
that's
He
what
was
I
a
meant. No, he
he's an
working is a
informant.
street
Okay,
term,
working. You're right. You're right. Y'all use the word working.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a street term.
And that was Suge.
He
Yeah,
working.
yeah, yeah. But most people think employee, like an
Yeah,
undercover.
no. So
And that's a
so
big difference.
so he's an informant for the ATF and the FBI. He
Yeah.
gets a gun, which is on YouTube, right? A
I
gun that
mean,
you got back from the guy who took it from the outlaws. You send
correct.
him to
I
go
well,
get
Kevin wouldn't have picked it up, but he gave it to me. He brought it and gave it
who
to me.
told him to
So it sounds like they're talking about how there's two different guns involved or suspectedly involved in this shooting, um, and how one was turned in after getting found. It could have been a misdirect. I've never seen or heard any of what's going on here.
go pick it up, Reg?
I'm sure he got the call. He the one dealt with him.
No,
He got the call.
he dealt with him, but who put him
They
in
didn't call
control?
me. They did not call me to tell me that he got the gun. He just called me and said, "Hey,
No,
Reg, I
not
got the
that
gun back."
got it. He said that you told him to follow up with what's going on with the gun. Once they ran the ballistics on the gun, if there was no crimes or murders on it, they would re-release it to it. Is that
Correct.
what you
Okay.
negotiated?
This was what I negotiated. Something similar to that. That's about almost true. What happened was there was some off-duty Santa Monica PD cops.
We shot out our window. That's the part I remember from the documentary, I think, where Keefy D admits that he was in the back seat of the car.
That was working at the House of Blues. They took the gun from uh what's his name, Fatal. They took the gun off Fatal. Y'all see me? I got footage where I went running there because they were trying to take him to jail. I said, no, 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 come on, I got him. Don't take him to jail.
Nah, I
Talk him
didn't
out.
see that, Reg. I didn't
Well,
see
there's some
that.
footage of that. I'll send it, John. There's some footage where they was like, Reggie went running to the cops. I'm
I
telling
didn't
you, I
see
mean, they
that.
off-duty cops.
Yeah,
This is
Pac was
security shit.
laughing at you. I seen Pac laughing at you.
No, you saw Pac said, "Go get Reggie." How they always do. Get Reggie. Where Reggie at?
Okay,
Reggie anyway. Go.
so
I go
Kevin
and get the
Hackett
gun.
gets the
I
gun.
go and talk to the cop. Get him out of handcuffs. Get him out of handcuffs. They said, well, they're gonna check the gun, make sure it ain't stolen, and they'll call and get in contact with us and give it back. They ain't
When
ran
you
no ballistic. Go ahead.
when you came back from the Bahamas, right, Reg? They was asking you for that 40 cal Santa Monica division. Am I right or am I
No,
correct?
never,
Am I wrong or am I
never,
correct?
never been asked about that gun at all. Never.
All right. When you went to the Santa Monica division after the Bahamas,
I, I only
what
time
did
I
you?
went to Santa Monica division is for me and Suge, and I think that was LAPD.
So that's who they're talking to right there, Reginald Wright, Reg.
When we got into the fight with that dude Mark Williams after he got beat up, and that's why everybody keep thinking talking about this me that talked to the police. That was Kevin Lewis after he the one that had that relationship with that cop Knox, Ken Knox or something like that. After he got beat up when that dude Mark Williams beat him up coming out of the studio. He
No,
came up to the office, got his ass whooped, and then he filed the charges on me and Suge. And we had to go down to the station on Santa Monica, but not no Santa Monica PD, and talk about that assault.
not that time. Not that time, Reg. Remember,
You heard
you
about
told
that? Okay.
you told Federale Phil Carson that
I ain't never
after.
talked to Phil Carson in my life.
So
I might,
Reg,
if you say
Reg, I got that
Phil Carson's
interview.
a lie then. Phil Carson's a
Reg,
motherfucking lie. I bet
Reg,
you
that
don't.
was
You
you.
say you
Reg,
talked
that
to
was your.
him and his partner,
LJ.
LJ.
But about what though?
It sounds like they're catching Reg playing defense now.
Oh, but tell me about what I was supposed to talk to them
Reg,
about.
it was like an hour. Reg, you remember? It was like an hour
You
and a
and
half.
your daddy talked to him, he said.
My daddy ain't never
But
talked to no.
no,
He ain't never went
but it,
down no FBI.
but this interview was just you and Bill Carson,
Oh, you
and
talking about on the
you
phone? Okay, okay,
right, and you told
okay.
him when Shook came back from the Bahamas, you had to go to Santa Monica Division.
No, no, it wasn't Santa Monica. It was his partner, Dan McMullen, and that ATF dude, John something. No, well, I don't know what you're talking about. That you bring that up. I never. Only time I went to Santa Monica, it was on Santa Monica, but it was actually LAPD. Was for that assault when we jumped on, not jumped, uh, whatever the correct word is. When that dude Mark Williams, the dude that sued Kim Kardashian, talking about he was harassing her. The dude that because he had beat up Kevin Lewis at the studio.
Well, this was an interesting little video here. I hadn't heard anything from Reginald Wright before. Um, it seems like he's kind of ping ponging there, like he wants to come on the show to talk about it, but then he's disputing what these other guys say. They have hard facts, like they've seen the video of him talking to so and so, and he's disputing he talked to them at all. What I'm curious about, and I just it's just because I was there, like I was there at UGA in '96, and I don't get the video, I don't get the context of what's going on in that video, and it's curious to me. But anyway, guys. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. We're gonna keep going down this rabbit hole, seeing if we can, figure anything out about Pac. So if you like the video, hit me a like down below. I would appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. It's your Huckleberry here. You can call me Huck, and I'm out. Peace.